Nityanandam, and welcome to Glimpses of My Inner Awakening. This is the 36th Inner Awakening program, successfully completing today. We're on day 21, and I can say I've never seen such an excited group. It seems as each Inner Awakening happens, the energy, the expression, the vibrancy that emanates in the crowd just increases and increases. And I'm really feeling like this was such a blessed batch. Everyone who's here for this Inner Awakening, for this Nityanandoham. The beauty of enjoying this program, Nityanandoham in Nityananda's home, is so sweet. I'm sure you all appreciated that. And we had such lovely sessions here. I've never seen a group get to enjoy so much intimate one-on-one time with the Master, and to see such a huge variety of sacred spaces here in Bengaluru Adinam. So I'm very excited to hear what all the participants have to share. I've heard stories of physical healings, stories of breakthroughs with the third eye process, third eye awakening, going past that limitation where we feel like we need our eyes open to be able to see. So many are seeing and reading clearly, even while their eyes are closed. I've heard many miracles. I've heard so many miracles, and the program isn't even over yet. And I think this is one of the greatest things about our Guru Deva, Bhagavan Paramahamsa Sri Nityananda Swami. His energy field is such that when somebody just steps through the gates into Nityananda Pitam, they enter a different loka. So of course, loka is the Sanskrit word that refers to not just a physical place, but a spiritual space. And so not only we've just enjoyed 21 transformational days with all the greatest practices of the Vedic tradition, we've also done it in a vibrant energy field with the banyan tree, with the 21-foot Ananda Lingam, with all the original places that Swamiji first settled when he started his avataric mission. And I'm still excited about this Inner Awakening, even on day 21. But without further ado, I'd like to introduce you to just a small handful of people who have come here from all around the world, each coming from a different background, each coming with something different that they're seeking, each with a unique collection of experiences that have developed along the course of these great 21 days, but each with one thing in common: feeling beyond fulfilled with the experience that Swamiji has given. And I can really confidently say any experience that people share during glimpses of my inner awakening, it's truly only the beginning. As soon as you've attended this program, you develop that connection with the Master. You develop that connection with Swamiji. From now on, everywhere you go, anything you do throughout your lives, it's going to be blessed. Just as long as you maintain that connection, I'm quite sure that 5 years from now, 10 years from now, forget that, even just 2 days from now, you can be writing to us on Facebook saying that even more miracles are happening. And please do, I'm always excited to hear about that. So the first participants I'd like to invite on stage, Chandra Segaran and family, and they come from Sydney, Australia. Chandra Segaran Guru, he's actually the priest of a Hindu temple in Sydney, a temple to Lord Murugan. So it's such a blessing to have them here. Please come. And not only he himself, but his entire family has come to this IA.
Nityanandam.
Nityanandam. So I'll invite you to please share just a little bit about what you've all experienced.
Okay,
Thank you.
Nityanandam to everyone. Just, I am a Hindu priest in Australia, working in Murugan Temple in Sydney. This is my first inner awakening. I got some miracle I have to share with you. We came, all 6 of us, my kids, 3 kids are doing demo in third eye reading, so they are practicing over there. We have decided to come inner awakening. Just I booked the ticket on 15th of January. That is on 2nd of February is the flight. When I am booking the ticket, I don't have even $1. Only I got for the ticket and visa money $8,500 in Australian dollars. So all of us, we need nearly 90,000 Australian dollars to come inner awakening. So I tried my best. I have applied for the personal loan. I got around 10,000 only from the bank. So we got some jewels, so we sold it and we make it. And some friends gave the money. So altogether, some devotees, disabled in the Sangam also gave some money also. Altogether, I got nearly $45,000 to $50,000. So it's on first of Sunday, I got only nearly 45 to 50,000. I'm going to fly on 2nd of Tuesday. On Sunday, I got only 45,000 Australian dollars. I call here the Melbourne Mahan Sriman Baladara is here in the ashram. I call him, what I do, I got only this much of money. Then Baladara, few seconds after Baladara told, just close your eyes, pray Swamiji, one name will appear in your mind. You will ask him, he will give the money to you, come. So just I close my eyes, one name appear. He is also Swami's devotee. So I told Baladara, this name is coming up. So ask him, Baladara is online, another phone. I took another phone to that person. Just I asked, this much of money, nearly 50,000 Australian dollars I need. Is it possible to give? Within a second, he replied to me, I got 3 credit cards. I got around $100,000. Whatever you need, you take from that credit cards. You go and attend in Inner Awakening. After coming back, you can pay the money. His name is Ilango. Swamiji call him as Tambiran Tolar. He's from Melbourne. So that is the last time money miracle happened to me. When I am coming here, I got diseases, diabetes, high pressure, and tearing in the knee. I can't walk, I can't sit for more than 20 minutes. First darshan, Swamiji, when I was near to him, then I told this problem with me, so in a couple of years, nearly high pressure 15 years, 3 years I am suffering diabetes, 2 years I am suffering from the knee pain. So he told blessing, from today you don't take the medicine, just take a couple of days after, you see everything will go down. Until today, I am not taking any medicine. Today I check in front of ashramite, just my sugar level is 5.1. Even I took yesterday nearly 10 Mysore Pahu and 2 cups of payasam. Even I got only 5.1. My blood pressure 130 by 86. So almost my knee pain 80% is good. Another 20 to go. I think it will, today or tomorrow it will cure everything. Swamiji will heal everything. Because of Swamiji's blessing, we are here. He took us from Australia to here with this miracle. All of our family are reading Third Eye, but today my kids going to do demo here. Everything come from Swamiji's blessing. Finally, we decided, all our family, we are going to put our kids in Gurukul. Apart from that, we also going to come here as an ashramite. So those kind of miracles happened into my life. All Swamiji's blessing. Nidyananda.
Thank you. And I was that ashramite in front of whom Chandrasekharan ji did his blood test, And I can tell you from personal experience, my Purvashram auntie actually has diabetes. So I'm very familiar with how to read that equipment, what it looks like to take the blood, what it's like to test it. And when I looked at the monitor and I saw the number 5, I know that's basically perfect as far as a blood sugar level goes. And afterwards, he just let me know that he was enjoying even the Mysore pak yesterday, eating what all of us like to eat. And I think this is absolute proof in the healing power of our Swamiji. When he can give just that one word, you'll never have to take that medication again, you're healed. How amazing it is that he's already living like this. And I think anybody who we personally know with diabetes, we should be enriching them and inviting them to Inner Awakening. Because even just that one physical healing, what a huge liberation that is in life as far as food patterns are concerned. So very exciting to have that beautiful family coming to join us as Ashramites, Adinamites. Next, I'd like to invite John from London. This is actually his 3rd Inner Awakening, and it's always great to see him come back. Thank you.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Yes, you can probably tell I'm from England. I first came to Inner Awakening here in Bidadi 18 months ago, and since then I've upgraded twice. So I came to Shivoham in Varanasi in October, and this time I came for Nityandoham. I should say my day job is I recruit chief executives and other board members. I also invest in technology companies. On the subject of money, I was just about to, I made the decision to come here, and I was just about to transfer the money, and I was kind of hesitating a bit. And I looked at my investments on the screen, and that morning they'd risen by the amount of the payment necessary for Nityandoham. So I'm kind of getting used to this now. So I said, okay, Swamiji, I get the message. So I made the transfer. And then on the way to the airport to fly to India, I got a message that said my tax refund had just come through. So this is becoming slightly routine. We shouldn't obviously take it for granted. What I wanted to say was that after Shivoham in October, one of the big things I learned there was how to drop my thoughts at Swamiji's feet. So since then, I've been wearing this pretty much all the time, including when I've got a suit and a tie. And I started to experience Advaita, or the space Advaita, during business meetings. So frequently, we know when you're negotiating shareholdings or fees or something, everybody gets a bit stressed and they start trying to arm wrestle each other. And all I did was, and I told all the participants I was doing this because I'm his mentor, but there were several of us. And I just held on to this. I put it on the table, and then I kept dropping my thoughts. And what was quite interesting was within a few minutes, one of the participants said what he thought the shareholding would be. And I said, well, that's funny because those numbers have been in my mind for the last 20 minutes. And the third person said, yeah, me too. So that was done. So it was a very interesting Advaitic experience. And then what's happened this time is, I've been filling my brain with fluoride for many years in the name of good dentistry. And so I wanted to read through the third eye. So Kalabaiva at the back there very kindly got some toothpaste for me without fluoride. And I've been doing that pretty seriously, learning to read through the third eye. And what's happened so far is it's kind of dark, and then when I drop my thoughts at Swamiji's feet, sometimes I even imitate his smile to try and get into that space. And what started to happen is individual numbers or letters started to appear one after the other, a bit like a digital clock. And then what's happened more recently is they started to appear in pairs. So it hasn't all happened yet, but it's happening, and I'm very keen to continue. So thank you.
So I think it's really a great thing that John has mentioned about the fluoride-free toothpaste, because Swamiji has mentioned a few things that can help us prepare for the third eye awakening. And one of those things is to decalcify the pineal gland. As Swamiji has mentioned, we should never consume fluoride, not use fluoridated toothpaste. So if you're planning to come to one of the upcoming Inner Awakenings, this is one small change you can do. And in discourses, Swamiji has also mentioned that wearing the kumkum directly draws the toxins out of the third eye, out of the pineal gland. So there's more than just the great look that this kumkum gives all of us, that Vedic fashion statement. It also has a practical purpose. So detoxifying and preparing us to be able to express that extraordinary power. There are lots of things we can do, that's just one of them. So thank you, John. Next, I'd like to introduce Naveen from Sri Lanka, and I'm excited to hear his share. He's attended Inner Awakening before, but this is his first Nityanandoham. So welcome.
Nityanandam, my story begins back in 2014. I got severely depressed. I didn't want to live anymore. So I called suicide prevention one night. So immediately the next day when I went to work, a doctor called me, told me to come down. So immediately they gave me some medication, some drugs, and put me through a series of counseling, trying to figure out, what is wrong with me. So what they told me was, I would have to stay on this medication for the rest of your life. This is the way it goes. I didn't quite believe him. So when I went home, I knew the problem I have is a spiritual problem. It's not a clinical issue. I was smart enough to understand that. So I looked in the YouTube, looking for some answers. I don't know what I put in, whether it was enlightenment or meditation. Somehow Swami came up. So I went to Inner Awakening. Like within 2 days, my depression just completely disappeared. So since then, I've been depression-free and filled with bliss and hope. And thank you very much for Swamiji and all of you.
Next, I'd like to introduce an actress from Mexico City. This is Gabriela.
Thank you. Thank you, Nityanandoham. I am Gabriela Melgoza, and I came from Mexico. I also live there. And I feel a really large distance from Mexico to India. But I was just feeling in my heart deeply energy, happiness. And I didn't realize who was. I was like really happy. I was talking with my sisters and I was telling them, I feel really good. And then they asked me, oh, you got a new car, or you got a new boy or something like that. But it wasn't. It was just the feeling about that. And I was perceiving in my life a lot of miracle, like particles in all my body, but I didn't understand that. So I just was flowing. Then I meet for the first time Swamiji in the Two Abundance Day, the week before the Inner Awakening. So this experience for me was a real miracle thing, because I even know that so much of Swamiji since I came here in the Inner Awakening. I just flow in that way, and I book all my things, money, ticket, and all these things in 3 days. It was really amazing. And I know if in 3 days I can deal something really huge that Swamiji just drove me here in India in his house, I can do anything I want. So that's the real miracle I want to share you. Also that I have like a lot of addictions to food and fast food and that stuff. And here I wasn't thinking about anything of this kind of stuff. I want to convert me as a vegetarian, and I just put it in my intention. And I know I'm going to realize it. Thank you.
Next, I'd like to introduce Dr. Pradeep. He's coming from Singapore, and he has some great experience to share.
Nityanandam, everybody. Thank you for giving me the chance to share what I experienced. This is my third Inner Awakening. When I did my first Inner Awakening in back 2010, December, that one was enough to know that one is not enough. My very first inner awakening, it helped me to relieve my stress. I work as a pediatrician. I was under training being intensivist. Intensivist to treat the sick patient, especially the small, very small babies like those who are born very premature, born very small. So the intensive care, the training, the overseas, everything took a toll on my life. And that was a very stressful period. And the first inner awakening took away that stress from my life. And I felt very great. My overall health improved. I had a lot of peace in my mind. Second inner awakening, when Swamiji started completion, that brought a lot of healing in me. The healing that healed not only relationship of myself with me, it brought a lot of healing to my relationship with my wife, my parents. I really got back my parents. That was a completion process that I went through. I really got back my wife. After 15 years of marriage, I got back my wife, which I experienced long back. And that there's no word, that's an experience. You can't put any cost, you can't put any price to the relationship you get back to. This time I'm coming in, because since Swamiji started the third eye, I had been experiencing heightened intuition while treating my patients. I simply knew that this is a diagnosis, or these are the things gonna work, or these are the things not gonna work. And I was really wondering what's happening when there are many people started reading with the blindfold. You know, as a medical profession, we are so-called scientific. We understand that much, what we understand that much. And nothing could rationally, logically prove what's happening. Just because we can't understand it clearly doesn't mean you can't experience it. And I said, let's experience it. So I came here, I had that breakthrough where I saw the letters with my blindfolded. And I tell you, it's a dimension that opened in me because I understand with this, I'm gonna be able to connect to my patient much better. That's gonna help me to treat my patients better. It will improve the standard of care for my patient. So with Swamiji's blessings, with the healing in that power, with the third eye awakened and experiencing these different possibilities and powers, I will not only be able to treat as a doctor, I will be able to heal them as a spiritual healer, having the cosmic energy. So all the doctors in the public, I would really, really reach out to you. Just because science is not able to explain it, doesn't mean that you cannot experience it. Please come and experience. That will really help, not only for yourself, it will help for your patients, for your family. Understand, a happy doctor, a happy patient. A happy patient, happy doctor. Happy doctor, happy patient. Happy patient, happy doctor. So it's a virtuous cycle, and there's a way to create it. So let's create a happy world. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Bhutagana.
Before he shared his experience, I had to ask Pradeep what's his name because I only know him as Bhutagana, the nickname he's been given here. But what a beautiful sharing and what a great testimonial, and also a perfect explanation of the practical value of third eye awakening. This isn't just so that we can demonstrate a special trick. Of course, being able to read blindfolded, it's not a trick. It's something extraordinary. 99.9% of people on planet Earth don't think it's even possible. But sometimes critics ask us, even if I can read blindfolded, what's the point? What's that going to get me in life? I think Dr. Pradeep explained this perfectly. It improves the relationship with others. For a doctor, that means improved relationships with patients. And I've heard from many doctors who have attended Inner Awakening since Third Eye initiation was introduced, sharing that their diagnostic process has greatly, greatly benefited from this. They can look at a patient without even studying first, they know what the problem is. And every single time when they actually go through the process of scientifically proving it, their intuition has been proven exactly right. So like Dr. Pradeep said, definitely all the doctors should come have their third eyes awakened. It's good for all the patients in the world. Next, I'd like to introduce Ma Vedanta. So Vedanta has one of my favorite stories. So please come, Sharma. Thank you.
Nityananda. I'm Vedanta. I'm coming from Singapore. I've been a disciple of Swamiji for the past 10 years and have benefited greatly. But this inner awakening was something phenomenal, and I could see so much of renewed energy, inspiration, and a depth of the seeking that happened. And first of all, the way I got leave to even come for the program, there was always some hindrance to get 21 days off. So I'm doing my PhD for the past 4 years. And it so happens that the 4 years scholarship ended in January, and I was supposed to continue with a job. And due to whatever reason, there was a delay in my job application, and there was like a 1 month gap that I got exactly with just the intention of wanting to be here, and it all fell in place, and I could make it. And in the program, there are so many things that happened, a lot of profound experiences, but I'd like to share a few of them. I could see something very profound with the muscle memory, biomemory processes, where Swamiji awakens the bioenergy and awakens our possibilities and powers of the biomemory and muscle memory. I've had a knee surgery about 12 years back, and even after the surgery, I used to have pain in my left knee intermittently. So it'll be a sharp pain, and usually it takes a while for it to go off. And I'm usually quite hesitant to use my knees very freely. I'm afraid something might happen. And 3 days back, I got a very similar kind of a pain in the knee, and I was actually limping. And we had one of the processes with the bioenergy awakening, and instantly after the process, I was fine. The knee pain just went off. And after that, not just the knee pain going, I could feel so much of confidence with my knee, not the same fear that I carried before. I feel very free, and I don't feel that there is something hindering me there when I walk. And I could see a similar thing with the yoga in the mornings. Usually my body is quite tight, not so flexible in the mornings when I do yoga. And here, when I did the yoga yesterday morning, I could see it was so easy to do the postures, and so easy, and I felt very confident with my body. I could see it, it's amazing. That was the second thing. And I also have carried some inhibition within me, be it for expressing, or if I see a group of people, I am not so free to go just talk to them on my own. And I could sense that that inhibition almost just disappeared, and I could see myself being more free, more open. There is less of the inner chatter which makes me feel inhibited towards approaching things. And one of the participants even told me how she felt I was dancing much more freely and open yesterday. So I could feel that myself. I don't feel the tightness, something holding me back anymore. That's the next thing. And one more sharing. With the power of manifestation of the awakening of the third eye, yes, I have seen heightened intuition in various moments. And also, the very thought comes for something, and then I see it happen instantly. Be it a conversation with someone, I just want to talk, and then the person just comes to me and we make the conversation. And two things I like to share in that. One of it is, I had a conversation with my professor 2 days back, and usually the conversations are such that he doesn't get what I want to say, and I keep trying to convince him, and it doesn't happen. So the conversation started that way. I was sharing something about my work, and he wasn't agreeing with me. He was saying something else. Instantly, I said, okay, Swamiji, please help. And the very next moment, he contradicted himself and actually agreed with me. And that's something which never happens. And also, when we are sitting in the mandala, I kind of sit towards the back of Swamiji. Like Swamiji is in front, but I sit behind. And there were some moments when I would say, Swamiji, please turn back, I want to see you. And then instantly it would be like Swamiji would turn and I would get to see him. So I can go on sharing various things. It's been amazing, and I thank Swamiji and the Sangha for holding the intention for me to be here. And thank you very much. Nityananda.
Actually, when Vedanta was preparing what she's going to share, she mentioned on a side note, not as something she was going to talk about, but just as an interesting aside, this conversation she had had with her professor. And I thought immediately that's something every student needs to hear, especially any student who has this kind of teacher who refuses to hear their points or who tries to railroad the conversation in another direction. One great power that awakens with the third eye is the ability to stand strong even when you're with somebody very opinionated and very persuasive. And this is one more benefit of wearing kumkum, wearing that vermilion powder. Swamiji had mentioned that if ever you're with somebody and they're trying to intimidate you, they're trying to maybe alter your inner space or alter your perception, he said if you're wearing that bindi, if you're wearing that kumkum on the Agnya chakra, nobody will be able to get in and influence your thoughts. But we can tell from Vedanta's story, not only that professor was not able to influence her thoughts, she was able to influence his. And this is something really great. I think all students should develop this power. So thank you, Vedanta. And next I would like to introduce Ma Paramananda. She's from Colombia.
Nityanandam. Originally, I came as a IA volunteer. My plan was only to be with Swamiji, which finally I could do after more than 2 years. I wanted to come for Bali IA, Cambodia, and Shivoham processes, but I had that money obstacle there, which I never can get over. Nevertheless, I started collecting money, one by one, peso by peso. And in the same time, the Colombian peso, the value, just dropped to 1/3. So whatever I collected seemed to be always less and less. How to make it to Swamiji, it was not clear to me. But never mind, Swamiji always knows what you want. And he makes it happen. But what more? Once we make one step towards Swamiji, he does 1,000 towards us. We know it, all of us who made it here before, but literally, by all of my cells, I could experience it this time. My story is that a part of coming and to be with Swamiji, even if I cannot take part in IA or Nityanandoham process now, I thought, I will be here. The money I collected is enough to do the Maheshwara Puja, which I also longed for so long time ago. So I came with that money, and I started my volunteership. During the time of causing others' lives to make it happen, that they can come to be with Swamiji, I've seen so many people having the same issue, money. Looking inside myself, I've seen it's the same. I had the same issue, and the opportunity just came. I've seen that this is what I longed for, and the opportunity is still open. I can do Nityanandoham. And I took a bold step. I just decided, I am going to do it. I have that money, even though I wanted to liberate my ancestors. I will use it for myself. I just feel I have to do it. And with that cognition, I shared my intention with my causing group. In that instant second, 2 people raised their hands and said, I can give you money, I can give you. In that moment, I was not even sure how it's going to happen, but I just stayed open. So, how I made it, that all happened. I got the money from my causing group. I used up that money for Maheshwara Puja and jumped into Nityanandoham and exploded into Nityanandoham. This is all that blessing, what Swamiji heard that I need. He knew the exact time also. So when it came to the Maheshwara Puja, I was thinking, I so much wanted to liberate my mom, my grandparents, and my ex-favorite cousin of mine, and I can't do it because I use the money for myself. So when Swamiji started the Maheshwara Puja yesterday, he just said to us, I'm going to liberate all these souls on the board now. And all of you who are in the Inner Awakening program or IAM Team, also quickly think about all your ancestors, everyone you want to liberate, and I'm going to liberate them. That time, in that moment, I felt that the gratitude is coming through my Vishuddhi chakra, and I'm just melting. That point, I understood that Swamiji hears us. And once we are making steps towards him, even the unexpected, the most miraculous thing is just coming to us. And exploring into Nityanandoham was that Swamiji within me, the complete completion which I longed for so long ago, just happened. During the process, Swamiji stayed within my third eye, stayed within my being, and all the doubts, all the confusion on its own went away. What else could I wish for? Thank you. Thank you, Swamiji.
So next we have Victoria from Los Angeles. Please come.
Nityanandam, I'm Victoria, and this experience has been something that I can't even put to words. Even me standing here, it's Swamiji's power that's allowing me to. Me getting here was really auspicious. Swamiji just makes everything happen. In the beginning, I was thinking, I'm not going to be able to make it. I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's possible. And then all of a sudden, things just started falling into place. Completion started happening even before I got here. And before I knew it, I was at a Kalpataru getting Tatastu from Swamiji. And I was here at Energy Darshan looking at him, thinking, okay, wow, so the Tatastu really, really, really helps, and he gets you here. So now it's the end of Inner Awakening, and I'm standing before all of you. And everything that's happened so far has just been unbelievable, and I know I'm going to take it all back home with me. Starting with the processes, I remember we had an intimate campfire with Swamiji, and he was mentioning Guru Bhakti. He was saying basically people who have Guru Bhakti don't view him as Nityananda, they view him as God, as Mahadeva. And I was thinking, well, okay, then I don't have Guru Bhakti. And in my mind, I was thinking, Swamiji, please give me Guru Bhakti. And then we had Maheshwara Puja. When he was mixing the rice, I didn't partake, and I was thinking, well, I would love for my grandparents to be liberated. And 5 minutes after that, he turns around and he says, well, Inner Awakening participants, think of all your loved ones, and I'll liberate them too. And it's like, okay, wow. And yesterday we did after the Maheshwara Puja, we were all dancing, and Swamiji got up and started dancing as well, and he took his hair down, his jetas were flowing, he was spinning around, and it was just the most graceful and beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And for the first time, I saw him as Mahadevi. So I was thinking, oh my God, you're giving me Guru Bhakti. And so now I'm in the process of becoming an ashramite and spending the rest of my life with Swamiji. Thank you, guys.
What a beautiful experience. And I can feel already how many who are watching this from home, maybe previous Inner Awakening grads, are already feeling like now they have to come back to another Inner Awakening just to see Swamiji twirling with his jatas loose and flowing around him. Beautifully described, Victoria. Next, I'll introduce Dylan, who has come from Arizona.
Nityanandoham. This is for the people who are watching, because everyone here knows this. There's magic happening here. And it's like out of a fairy tale. And right now I feel so alive inside. I'm shaking. It's like I'm on caffeine or something, but it's the best sensation I've ever had in my life, because suddenly my life is listening the way I want to be able to listen and experience the life and be able to enrich myself and enrich others. Every obstacle came up trying to get here. So for all the people who have never taken IA, this is my first IA. And time, money, family, spiritual contradictions, all of them were tremendous, like red flags. Don't come here. But I don't think that was a coincidence, because all of those things were limitations for me to be the way I want to be and present myself the way I want to present and share myself with you. But the essence is, inside, find myself. And there is no doubt now this will happen. So I'm feeling very high. But the one thing I would share with anyone who is at home and who's never contemplated some possibility beyond logic, beyond what they've learned in school, beyond their family, beyond their culture, come here. Because this is the education of a lifetime, and it's much more than that. It's an education that will lead you to anything you want. So, Nityananda Ham.
Very well expressed. As Dylan said, I've heard from so many others, any obstacle that we encounter on the path to inner awakening, really it's a boon to us once we get here, because as we see ourselves jumping over those hurdles, getting past those obstacles one by one by one, the thrill of this awakening and of getting what we're looking for, it's just increased so tremendously. So very nicely shared. And I would like to introduce now my dear friend Alma, who has come from LA. Nityanandam, Alma.
Nityanandam, everyone. First of all, I'm very happy to be here with you all. Thank you for this amazing experience. Each and every one of you have truly impacted my life in so many ways I can't even begin to explain. So thank you all. And a big shout out to everyone on YouTube watching me right now. My inner awakening began last year in August during the Kalpataru program. So the minute I decided, yes, I want to attend inner awakening, I received Swamiji's blessings, and since that day forward, I have been in the most intense and amazing spiritual ride. I initially had some doubts and fears and concerns about attending IA. However, the Sangha family was very supportive. They caused and coached and guided me through it all. With their help, making IA was just an amazing, beautiful experience. And being part of IA has been very intense and magical and fun. I feel that I have dropped many patterns and incompletions that I probably would have never been able to do on my own back home. You simply have to be here to experience and get the full benefit of the whole program. Interacting with Swamiji directly and receiving his blessings during darshan and having your questions answered personally is just beyond words. Yesterday, dancing and singing and laughing with him was absolute bliss. For the first time, I saw him as Naharaja himself. I could not believe we were dancing with him, that we were able to experience that with him. Meditating under the banyan tree was just amazing. It was surreal. It was an amazing, amazing experience that I highly recommend everyone to experience. I think another great part of IA for me was the food. I personally loved it. Every day we had sattvic dishes from Mahadeva's own kitchen. I feel that my body has fully detoxed from a lot of the negative components I had been ingesting over the past couple of years. Each day has been a new opportunity for me to grow and break out of my shell, to just get rid of so many patterns that I was not even aware before I got here. Being around so many different people and exposed to so many cultures and personalities is just amazing. I feel that the bonds and the friendships I have made along the way are very important and special to me, and I'm just overall very grateful for this experience. Thank you, and for all of you thinking about, considering about coming to Inner Awakening, you can make it happen. If I did, you can, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Alma. So, next I'd like to introduce Alok, who has become better known to everyone here as Baba Lokananda. He's from Chicago. Please come share.
Nityanandam. I've changed my name unofficially as Baba Lokananda Agora Shivam, but most people outside know me as Alok. I'm 25 years old, and I am from Chicago. I work for Allstate, the insurance company. If you asked me a month and a half ago whether I wanted to come to an Inner Awakening or a Nityanandoham program, I would have honestly told you, no, you're out of your mind. I would not pay $5,000 or $10,000 for this. And this is for someone who's known Swamiji for 10 years. I've had tremendous number of blessings from him, but my own personal ego, my own personal incompletions held me from coming here. But I'm here, so how did I get here? So sometime in January, Swamiji had the wealth causing session, and by a stroke of miracle, luck, divine grace, whatever you call it, I was dragged to the Evanston Sangha Center, which I did not know existed. After the program, I went home that Sunday night, and I had a tremendous awakening as to how I'm going to create wealth, because when you're 25, you want to make money, you want to live well. And I've always wanted to make a lot of money, I just didn't know why. And over the course of that week, I opened up a demo account for an options trading account, and in the process, they gave me like 25 grand, and over the course of the week, I made $12,000. Of course, this is not real money, this is just fake money. And I told myself, I'm gonna come for this program, I'm gonna meet Swamiji, take his blessings, and then go back and invest my own money, because I've invested money before and have lost. So that brings me to the question of the context of wealth. All of us do not need money to be happy. We are happy beings, and I know that, or at least I'm a happy being, and I know that regardless of whether I have money or not. So why do I need all this money? For the past 4 years, I've wanted to make $200 million. That number is my buyout number. And it never made sense to me why I wanted to have that much money, because I'm a pretty simple guy. I sleep on a tatami mat, I sleep on the floor, I do not eat outside because I like to cook. So what is all this for? And I come over here, and turns out the Sarvanya Pita project has a price tag of $200 million. And to me, it made complete sense that I was gonna raise, generate, create all this wealth because I wanted to help construct this temple that Swamiji wants to build. And my friends were like, oh, look, you are a lunatic. You have fallen off the deep end. But deep within me, I knew that this was something I clicked with. And during the wealth causing session, Swamiji said, it's not giving 10,000 rupees that builds the temple, but it's the space, it's the belief in what it stands for that will build this temple. I might be misquoting him, but that's what I understood, so please forgive me. So that's the context of wealth, why we need to build this temple, to help other people achieve their greatest possibilities. Especially once Swamiji leaves his body, the temple will continue to radiate and create enlightenment for subsequent centuries, generations, millennia, yugas. So I come over to Nityanandoham to develop some special powers, some siddhis. And I've always seen all these wonderful Gurukul kids reading blindfolded, reading with their third eyes, coming up to me and being full of confidence, being more confident than me. And they're only half my age or a third of my age or whatever. But I come over here and I see all of them reading with their blindfolds on, and I'm like, okay, you guys can all do it, I cannot do it. You're separate, I'm separate. So we started the practices, we got initiated by Swamiji, and I'm not a fluent reader, even with both my eyes, so naturally in my third eye I'm not fluent as well. But I can still, when I close my eyes, when I connect with Swamiji, letters appear, not the entire word. Parts of the word appear to me. And I know it's not my imagination, I know it's not my logic, but as time progresses, I want to hone these skills. At work, I'm a natural leader. I, over the past 4 weeks, have been giving sermons to all my co-workers, helping them out with their situations. Even the way I got here has been tremendous. I could talk for you guys, but I want to keep it short because there are other people who have to share. One of the greatest blessings that Swamiji gave me, and I had the foresight and at least the right roommate to bring it to my awareness, was Guru Bhakti. As I said, I've known Swamiji for 10 years, but I'd never developed that Guru Bhakti. But in this Nityanandoham process, I prayed to Kala Bhairava, I prayed to Swamiji, I requested him for Guru Bhakti, and he blessed me with it. And I look forward to going out, spreading his message, and creating more people to be able to come experience him, experience themselves. So leaving the ashram with a space of unlimited possibility, that was my last point. And with that, I leave you all with Nityanandoham. And also, I created a fantastic family around me. Everyone here has been tremendous in my support, in supporting me and being part of the larger Bhutagana family, Bhutaganas.
Wait just a minute. One thing I want to share. It's so great getting the Guru Bhakti and having that unlimited possibility. And I think it's also great how Alok is listening to Swamiji, because the first time I saw him, he was dressed fully Western, wearing jeggings. And I heard Swamiji tell him, do you see how even our Western devotees are dressed like a traditional Hindu dress? Why don't you also try it? So it's nice to see you now wearing the traditional dress.
Yeah, if you all want to try a Veshti, you should try it. It's very fashionable.
There we go.
Nityanandam.
Thank you. So. I think that's one of the other beautiful things about Swamiji, whether we're coming to inner awakening from the West, or whether it's someone who's born and raised as a Hindu, but not actually in India, and even people who are born and raised Hindu but living in cities here where Western dress has become the norm. It's so cool to be at Inner Awakening and to look around and to feel for a moment like we're transported to another time, because people are wearing the most awesome traditional Vedic clothing. Just to experience that cultural immersion alone, Inner Awakening is so great. Now, before we move on to a few more sharings, I'd like to introduce our Mahant of Yogic Sciences, Ma Nitya Devi. I think Nitya Devi needs no introduction, but here she is. She'll share about the third eye, then we're in for a big treat to get some third eye demonstrations. Thanks, Nitya.
Thank you, Ma Swarupa Priya. Nityanandam, like Ma Swarupa Priya very nicely introduced, my name is Nitya Devi. I am the head of Yogic Sciences, the Nityananda Yogic Sciences. Let me give you a short introduction on Yogic Sciences. What is yogic science? It encompasses the study and expression of all the extraordinary powers and possibilities that you are capable of expressing as a human being. In your journey from moving from human to divine, these are the powers and possibilities that express. Some of the very many possibilities and powers that we have already started expressing in the Nityananda Sangha as a result of the incredible, unparalleled initiations of His Holiness Bhagwan Paramahamsa Nityananda are, we can say about Nirahara Samyama, the ability to live beyond food and water. Third eye awakening, the ability to read blindfolded, although that is like only 0.0001% of the side effect of this incredible power. I will speak more about the third eye awakening, but I think let's first complete the long list of powers and possibilities that we're already seeing being expressed in our Sangha. The ability to heal others by becoming a cosmic channel, a channel for the cosmic energy. All the lovely people sitting in front of me who have done Inner Awakening, 21 days spiritual retreat with Swamiji, they've all been initiated as healers. Not only can they heal others with their Atma Lingams, they're also able to heal others with their touch if they have chosen to express that power. Other than that, we also have very special initiations like Agni Samyama. That is the ability to blow out life energy. When you just blow air, it'll no longer just be air or just some kind of a chemical composition. It'll be your very life force energy. If anyone is sick or has any aches and pains, and I know many of you in the audience will attest to that, whenever anyone had a rash or some aches and pains, if any of us initiated into the Agni Samyama would go and just blow on that area, you would see an immediate relief. These powers and siddhis have often been confused by layman and regular society and even a lot of global Hindus as something that distract you from enlightenment. Many people, even those with a position of authority, have said, no, these powers are not meant to be used by regular people. It is not meant for them. But only after being with Swamiji and being on the receiving end of these initiations and powers, and me myself expressing them, I realized one very important thing. Only when people do not know how to initiate you into the powers, when people do not have these powers, only then they come and say it is not good for you. When Swamiji initiates us into them, all of these powers and possibilities make our journey into enlightenment so smooth, so beautiful, and so interesting. It does not become like a dull journey where you're only standing on one leg on a mountain peak, all alone by yourself. Now, you are actually going to witness the demonstration of one of the very many abilities of people who are third eye awakened. You will see people and children, adults and children, who are going to be using a blindfold on their eyes, and they're going to be reading whatever you give them. The other aspects to these powers are the ability to heal people with your third eye, the ability to make incredible fast decisions with your third eye. You'll have acute perception, intuition. All the people sitting in front of me, the Inner Awakening graduates, are like these newly born babies with extraordinary powers. Half of them do not even know what all are going to express. Only when you guys step out into the world and start engaging with life, do you even realize what Swamiji has done to you, what treasure he has opened up in all of us. Please understand, the first time I was third eye awakened, I thought, sure, cool, it's really nice. You're able to see through the third eye, blindfolded, people are impressed. But only when I went back into the so-called real world and started attending to accounts and everything, I would clearly see the fraudulent stuff was in red. Anything that was correct did not need my attention. That was literally highlighted in green in my third eye. I did not, where I had to spend 2 hours in the beginning, I mean, in my regular life, now I will only spend about 5 minutes. It adds time to your life. It adds life to life. And the incredible way it anti-ages you, the way your skin feels, even the stretch marks get healed, diseases get healed. Not only for you, even a third eye awakened person, when you go back home, when you're just living and breathing in your house, the people around you start feeling so complete. Even before they come to inner awakening and start learning the completion process, you become a pillar of inspiration, and it's so casual, you'll never even realize what happened, how it happened. That is the beauty of Paramahamsa Nityananda's initiations. Every human being, if you're born human, it is your birthright to express these powers. It is your birthright to understand that you were born to bloom into an incarnation and not just remain as a good, healthy, socially responsible human being. All that happens as a simple side effect of us existing in this higher dimension. This year, 2016 especially, is a very important year for the Department of Yogic Sciences. Why? Because this is the year Swamiji is going to be initiating his devotees and disciples into all the 400 powers Mahadeva has spoken of to Devi in the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Whether it is walking on water, whether it is using high frequency sounds to break stone, all of these incredible powers will be expressed through these very bodies that we currently possess. It may sound too incredible, too Harry Potter-like, but this has been our tradition. For centuries, for thousands of years, this has been our tradition. Very unfortunately, due to the daily grind of life, we chose to believe, or we were made to believe by, the new education, the modern education system. We were forced to believe that your brain only has so and so capacity, such and such capacity. More than that, you cannot use it. Coming to inner awakening is a whole process about dehypnotizing whatever you have understood about you, your life, and the powers that you can express. People have told you that you need to do hard work. Only then you can have money. Over here, you literally understand you are the source of the money. You can simply just materialize it. It is no big deal. And no person who has got this power will ever misuse it. Neither will you feel powerless about it, nor will you feel cunningly powerful about it. You will just be. Without further ado, I would like all of you to see a live demonstration of the ability to read through the third eye with a blindfold on. You're going to see even the kind of blindfolds we use. They are incredible. They cause complete blackout. You'll have an opportunity to test them out. I would like to introduce and call on the stage the head of the Nityananda Vidyapeetham, Mahant Ma Nitya Advaitananda, and her group of the amazing Gurukul kids. Please come on stage. Please give them a very big hand.
Nityanandam, it's one of the most favorite moments for Mahadvait to present these beautiful beings on planet Earth. Swamiji has initiated them into a beautiful, wonderful, amazing possibility that only here in the whole world that is expressing in such dimensions. So thank you for inviting us. We would like few people to come here on the stage to volunteer to help them read through their third eye. Couple of men can come over and couple of women. Any doctors, any scientists, lawyers who would like to see the observation right from the kids, how they perform. We have a couple of Gurukul kids who have performed all around the world, in different part of the world. And we have the Inner Awakening kids and Inner Awakening adults today. So we have all of them who's going to present you the most phenomenal things that is happening on planet Earth is the third eye. Through third eye, what are the possibilities? We'll ask the kids to speak for themselves, and we'll start the demo. Thank you.
Nityanandam. My name is Ma Maheshwara. I'm from Nityananda Gurukul. I'm 13 years old, studying in 12th grade. And because, being in Gurukul, I was initiated by Swamiji into third eye. And from then onwards, I've been going all around the world, enriching the world through third eye awakening.
Nityanandam. My name is Srinitya Prana. I study in Nityananda Gurukul. I am 13-year-old. I study in 8th class. And Swamiji has been initiating us into third eye. And I have been going around India and doing demos, enriching the people. And even in Shankar Netralaya. And Swamiji has initiated us into Agni Samyama, where we can blow fire.
Great, wonderful. The Agni Samya is the next level where they are getting trained to blow fire through their mouth. And actually when he blows, smokes are happening to start with. So it's an amazing thing to see that a possibility of human being, what are the things which could happen beyond our five senses that we know, which we live day in and day out. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Nityanandam. My name is Dhananjay Prabha. I'm 13 years old and I'm in class 8. I'm grade 8, sorry. I am from Australia.
He's from Australia. He just came for the 21 days program, and amazingly he could read through 360 degrees. He could read with his third eye. His experience is phenomenal. His confidence has gone so much up. His mother is so happy, and he says he's now sounding highly intelligent the way he speaks itself. So the first thing the parents see is the intelligent response, the behavior response, and the health becomes phenomenally stable, especially for kids. It becomes very, very strong body and strong mind. Yes, ma'am, please go ahead.
Nityanandam, my name is Shivani, and I'm 18 years old. And I came for this inner awakening, and my third eye, Swamiji, is awakened, so we'll be doing a short demo here.
Thank you, ma'am.
Nityanandam, I am Saraswati from Chennai. I am 68 years old. I try to read some words.
Great, Emma. Thank you so much. We'll start the demonstration. Can you introduce yourself?
My name is Dylan. I'm from Arizona, and I am excited to have them read what I write.
Yes, we'll start. Can you give the eye band? This is the eye mask. So it basically holds the eyes completely inside, and it's basically for nice, good night's sleep. So we are using this. They guarantee no light. It's from the Mindfold. So we are going to use this on one of the participants. Before that, we would like him to try and tell us if he can see any form of light. Yes, can you just say here on the mic?
It's pretty dark.
Thank you. Can you take it and put it on the Gurukul child? You have a cell phone, you can show her. Yes. Please go ahead, write anything you want, draw, write, passcode, anything you want. It's nothing to do with their eyes or light. That's what we have figured it out, because this is just downloading the cosmic energy that Swamiji is giving us. So whether it's a really dark place or it's very bright place, they simply can read anywhere. And this helps them every time they do the third eye practice. It really helps them open up the subtle part of the brain the intelligence in the school goes up really high. Instead of just knowledge, we give them intelligence. Yes, yeah? Just show it to her. Whatever you want to do, however you want to test. You can give the...
MICK, sunny Tyler across the world in Arizona. This is for you, blessings.
Just can you turn? Is it fine? You can just tell in the mic.
Mick, Sunny, Talia, across the world in Arizona. This is for you, blessings.
It doesn't take even a minute, just like our eyes. They use the third eye. Thank you, Aya. Can you write something for them?
Yeah, my name is Pandu Saravanan. I am a software engineer from Austin, Texas.
You have any cell phone? We can have a few more from ladies' side. Yeah. Yeah, can you blindfold and then write? So we'll take out that sheet. You can do it later. So you can wear it for yourself and say whether you can see anything. You can tighten it, so there's no possibility of light. Is there anything here you can tell on the mic?
No, it is pitch dark.
Thank you. So can you come here in the front? Can you put on the Gurukul kit? Are you okay? Yeah, you can write something now. Thank you, ma'am. These powers that these kids are expressing is just not for, just to tell the word there's something that they're going to achieve or they're going to, they are something different. Actually, all of us, they are telling this extraordinary powers they're expressing to tell the world, everyone in the world can express this. That is the most important thing that we need to understand. It's not magic. It's powers that they can express, and you can also express in the same way. Every single person can express the same powers. Thank you, yeah.
THIRUVANAIKOIL is the place of Lord Shiva, and Akhilandeshwari.
Yes.
Thiruvannaikoil is a place of Lord Shiva and Akhilandeshwari.
He has no idea of these words that you can see, and simply through third eye he is expressing the letters and words. Thank you, Aya. Yeah. Can you come forward, ma? Yes, can you try this on yourself?
I want to try.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to tighten it. Here, Ma, can you tell me in the mic, you have any light, anything seen by through this?
No, hello, I'm Patricia. I didn't know I were coming for that, but let's try. Let's
Okay.
do it.
Thank you, Ma. I'm just going to take it out. Yes. So you're going to put it on him? Yeah, I'll hold it. Yes, make it as, yeah. You're now clear that he can't see? Great. Here, you can draw, write. Actually, these children are in a really next level. They write exams like this. They can even download the answers more clear, with understanding, and it becomes such a beautiful thing for them to learn a lot more things, not get frightened with exams and homework and all that. So they tie the I-band and start writing the exam. It's so nice to watch. Thank you, Ma. You want to give? Give him. Yes. Just hold it. Yes.
That's a picture of a sun and with a smiley face, and there's a river.
Yes.
Heart. There's a heart on the page.
Yes. Can you tell Ma what he's just said?
So yes, he say everything correctly. I show you. I've got a heart, a home, and a son. Congratulations. It's wonderful.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Ma. Just stay on. We want to give it to the adults also, the same way. The adults also will be demonstrating.
Can I have some more people from the audience who would like to test the ability to read blindfolded by our adults? Please come on stage.
Just you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Chan Kaur. I'm from Singapore.
You want to put the blindfold on yourself while they do it? Yeah, Ma.
Something else for her. Here's a pen.
You can write anything you want to try. It's nothing to do with what you're writing, it's nothing to do with your eyes, it's just a download, like it's a cosmic download from Mahadeva. Swamiji simply shows us the life that could happen beyond our five senses, which is the reality which could create enormous and tremendous possibilities for human beings. That is what he wants to show to the world. And that's the demonstration we are here to show you. Ma, did you wear that? Can you just wear it? You wore it? Here, you can see it.
No, I can't see anything. I'm as blind as a bat.
Thank you, Ma. Can you put it on her? You can start. You're comfortable, ma'am? Both, you're comfortable? Once you're comfortable, let us know so she can show you that. You're comfortable, yeah.
Y-A-M, the source. You are the source. So H or M, I don't know what this looks like exactly. A-S-M-E. You
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, I wrote, I am the source, you are the source, so am as me, you me. Congratulations, Ma.
Thank you. Relax. Nityanandam. Even the I, which was looking like a Y, she was able to recognize is as it is. So you can see it's like she's reading it exactly what it is. Thank you, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ma. You can just write. She can write something. Can you give? Thank you. You're relaxed, ma'am? So even the adults can do everything exactly like the children. It's nothing different. It's just the space they hold Swamiji inside and just express the same way. Like the children, they are also able to demonstrate so beautifully. Anything, any way you want to. Are you comfortable, ma? Okay, just get comfortable and then you can start.
So what has happened, she's one of our new Inner Awakening graduates. She'll be graduating out of the 21-day program today. And when you see them, take a few minutes. Oh, there we go.
Yes, ma'am.
S-E-L-A-M, Salem. Salem. P-A-Y. P-A-G-I.
Perfect, ma. You can do it slowly. He's reading very fast.
P-A-G-I, Paggy. Next. J-A-N-I. C-E. J-A-N-I-C-E.
Perfect, ma. Keep going.
A-N-D, and.
Beautiful, ma. Yes, keep going.
And.
At this rate, age, reading from eyes itself is difficult. She is reading from third eye. Phenomenal.
D-A. Last line, D-A.
You want to finish the last line, ma? Okay.
That is great.
Great, ma. Thank you, ma. Can you say what she read, ma, and how she read?
Actually, it's not an English word. The first words are Selamat Pagi. It's a Malay word. It means good morning. And she read it perfectly.
So please understand, it's not even English. And for a person who for who even English is not a native language, when you give them something in French or in Malay, which has got the English script, but it's totally different language, it is not a joke to be able to read. And I also want to bring light to another fact. See, when you're reading through the third eye, you're literally reading from anywhere. Some of you may wonder why she was like this or why she's jittering around. The children read very stably, but some of the kids, they will literally keep it somewhere on top and read. They will not want to read right in front of them. Some will sit on the paper and read. It's as simple as that. But our judgment that everything is visible only in front of our eyes, that judgment is what makes us feel that even for the third eye, we should read only in the front. We have had so many beautiful examples where Ma Advait once had a child. She was a teenager. She would say that I can't see anything with the paper in front of me. Even with the blindfold on, I'm not able to read. We just shifted the paper behind her head and she was able to fluently read books, encyclopedias, storybooks. It is not a joke. It is wherever you feel it available to you. Because the third eye is not just any physical eye. More about that later, but let's first give a big hand for our demonstrators today. They stand up for Swamiji when they come on stage.
And this is the first time in her life she's coming on the stage. If anybody comes on the stage, first time holding the mic, how we'll be trembling and how we'll be talking. And she's not just talking, but she's talking through her third eye. So we all should give a great hand for her. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Madhve. Thank you so much. See, to conclude, I only want to say this for the third eye, and then of course you'll have the wonderful Swarupa Priya continuing with the rest of the program, the glimpses of my inner awakening. But I want to say, your whole life is about seeing. Swamiji in a satsang very beautifully says, your whole life is only seeing. Now you have to decide whether that seeing is conscious or unconscious. If it is unconscious, then anything you see, you will want to judge it. If it is conscious, even the zone from which you are seeing, you will be able to see what is not visible. You will be able to hear what is not audible. You'll be able to sense something beyond the touch. So it is not just your third eye that becomes awakened. It's your third skin, your third tongue, your third sense. So much more happens to us. And Vedic tradition is the only one which has expounded, is the only tradition which has expounded on this great truth of third eye awakening. That is why in our culture we use the kumkum. Because it is Devi's energy, it is processed turmeric, it enters your skin about 33% and it heals the pineal gland, which is a real intra-organ for your third eye. Otherwise, the mystical component of it is called the Agnya Chakra. It exists on a metaphysical plane. You may not be able to see it. So when these guys are actually reading, please don't think it's like somebody is just showing them something. They literally translate what Mahadeva, that vast energy, is showing them in a totally different language. Sometimes the people will have the word bird in front of them, but they will just be hearing the flapping of wings and they will say the word bird. It's not how you and I would just simply read. With that, I invite all of you viewers and the teamly, family, friends, colleagues of our wonderful Inner Awakening graduates. Join us for the next Inner Awakening in March 2016. It starts on March 15th. Do come. Experience third eye awakening, not because you just want to try something new, although that's always a good starting point, but because it's your birthright to experience these powers. In those days, we lived with these powers, which is why we did not need a television or a cell phone to talk to our loved ones. We could just simply conjure their image on a slab of stone, and we were able to talk. Like Today, two-way video conferencing, we were able to do it on a stone slab with the sheer power of our consciousness. Imagine how strong we would have been. Imagine how healthy we would have been. A person whose third eye awakened, you can just completely forget about disease in your body and in that of others. You can forget about you feeling violated. You will be that pillar of support and solace for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, for your colleagues. You'll be everyone that people want to look up to. With that, we extend this warm invitation. We start with the third eye, but it doesn't end over there. 400 powers, out of which I think we've already dealt with 60 powers in the Sangha. There's still 340 to go. Come and experience that with us. Live an extraordinary life. Thank you so much. With that, I hand it over to Ma Swarupapriya.
Thank you, Ma Nitya Devi. Always a treat to hear her talk about the third eye and all the mystical powers. And I think it's so exciting that once again, this ancient Vedic culture of powerfulness, of being the source of everything we need, not needing a cell phone because we have our own internal connection to anyone with whom we'd like to speak, not needing a doctor because we can just look at an illness and it disappears. We're so blessed. We don't even realize how blessed we are to have Swamiji in our lives right now at the very beginning of the revival of these powers on planet Earth. We're so infinitely blessed, and I really can't wait to see all the 400 powers he's going to initiate this year, and the 70 that he's going to initiate at Kumbh Mela. So this year, Inner Awakening is not the only opportunity to experience Swamiji's powerful energy field and initiations. We also have Kumbh Mela coming up in Ujjain. So please stay tuned to Nityananda TV for more information about that. Next, I'd like to introduce Purnima. She's going to share on one of my favorite topics, that's connecting with the deities and also with Swamiji.
Thank you, Ma. Nityanandam to everyone, and my pranam to Swamiji before starting my experiences. This is actually my third IA, and every IA was totally different for me. This IA, especially I came to experience third eye and the blindfold reading, and of course the Shivoham process. Let me give you my first experience. I came 2 days before IA, and I decided to be at the God, Lord Dakshinamurti's feet to experience him and just being with him. And I was just sitting at Dakshinamurti's feet, and I was just gazing at him, just gazing his presence. He was looking so beautiful. I saw he was wearing nice rose garland. And suddenly that thought came, I wanted one of the flower. There was some loose flower on his lap. But I thought, how is that possible? But I know he's going to give me somehow. And I was just gazing at him and just relaxed. And after 10-15 minutes, I saw 3 pujacharyas coming towards the Dakshinamurti. And then I realized they came to decorate Dakshinamurti. And they removed the garland and those loose flowers, and they kept it on the mat on the floor. And then I went towards them, and they told me to pick up whichever flower I want. So that is really amazing experience. And I thought it happened. The thought which I created it in my mind, and I had patience that I know Swamiji is going to make it happen. So that strong trust gave me that flower in my hand. So I really bow down to Swamiji for that experience. The other experience is about the third eye blindfold reading. I never imagined I can read through my third eye. After initiation of Swamiji, I suddenly Swamiji started flowing through me and could see letters. So I know after going away from this energy place outside, I would intuitively do so many better things in my life. Actually, right now also I can see, I think I'm so focused now. I don't see any unnecessary things. Only I can see whatever I really needed to look. And that will be going to have big impact on me. So I'm really waiting to see the practicality of this power, and really thankful for Swamiji for giving me initiation of third eye reading. My other experience is about the Shivoham process. Since childhood, I went to all the Shiva temples and doing pujas. Our Ishtadevata is Shiva. My grandparents and parents, they were doing rituals, Shiva rituals and Shiva puja, everything. So I experienced that thoroughly in my inner space. But the actual consciousness, the context that Swamiji has created in me, that is totally different. Means the lifestyle of Shiva, how we can live, how we can eat, how our inner space should be. So that Swamiji is showing me, and I am looking forward to live that lifestyle and to be on that path. So in the outer world, the people, those who are connected to Shiva, deity, they should come and really experience our embodiment of Shiva's embodiment of our Swamiji. They should come here and live in that inner space, in this energy field, and experience the Shiva consciousness. And thank you so much, Swamiji, for taking me in this spiritual path. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ma. So it's great to know, as Swamiji tells us, it's literally true. Every single deity is alive and expressing an individual consciousness. And when you ask them a question, they literally respond. Either you'll hear their voice in your mind, or some external incident will happen giving you exactly what you've asked them for. Anybody, as she had said, if you're connected to Mahadeva, to Sadashiva, come here and experience him in his own energy field, and also meet all the other lovely deities. You can form a personal relationship with all of them. Next, I'd like to introduce Amuda from Perth, Australia, and she has a special message for all the parents of teenagers out there.
Nityanandam. My name is Amuda. I'm from Perth, Australia. I'm here with my son, Dhananjay. He is 13 years old. He is here for Inner Awakening for Kids. In these 20 days, with Swamiji's grace, I see he intellectually maturity in him. He is intellectually mature so much that it amazed me. I also see his confidence blooming. Even whenever he asks Swamiji some of the questions during our Q&A, I'm amazed to hear that he has such an intelligence in him, he can ask a lot of questions. One of the things he asked recently is, he wants to build a temple, Vedic temple in Perth. And Swamiji has tadatsu him for that. Even I didn't have that in intention, but I'm amazed to see that in my son. I'm very grateful for Swamiji to help him that. If you're all aware, he just did his third eye reading in the stage. And he can read 360 degrees. When I brought my son here, I was not sure what's going to happen with him. But today, he has taken him under his wing and showered him with his grace. I thank Swamiji a lot for that. For me, being in the Inner Awakening, he has broken a lot of my fear, especially my stage fear. I never been on the stage more than 25 years. Today, I'm here in front of you talking, and especially in his home. I'm really blessed having his kindness and showering on me. Thank you very much, Swamiji. I'm also taking the opportunity to thank the Sangha for all their help, and especially Melbourne Adinam. Thank you very much. I also want to special thanking Ma Advit and Ma. Thank you very much for your help, Nityanandam.
It's actually a really inspiring thing to see someone who for 25 years hasn't stepped onto a stage get up not only in front of over 100 people, maybe over 200 people here live, but also seen on the monitors in front of us, so many centers tuned in around the world where people are sitting, and also being filmed for future broadcasts. So overcoming fear of a crowd, fear of a camera, so many things all at once. I think that's really commendable. And this is also something I've seen in so many Inner Awakening participants, people who never thought they would get up on stage, getting up on stage. It's a really great thing to see. The last sharing of our day, last but not least, we have Dr. Ajay Kumar, and he has a great experience to share with all of us.
Hello, Nityanandam and Ram Ramji in my own style. See, I just want to say, in Swamiji's word only, Aye ati sulabham, Atma Vidye ati sulabham. Yeah, it's really so simple and so easy. It feels like we are paying too much for this. But the problem is, what we are getting, that is just priceless. So you can put it in this way, that what we are getting is just priceless. See, mental healing is just, I think, too objective, means only a person can feel. But subjective healing, that physical healing, that is everybody can see, isn't it? And I got literal physical healing. I got a very serious problem with my eyesight, and it is literally healing, and with Swamiji's blessing, it will become okay, as he has blessed yesterday. This is one of the very greatest thing for me. And another thing I would like to share, see, people from Haryana, they always love milk, curd, ghee. See, it's lifestyle for us. But somehow from last 5, 6, 7 years, my stomach was not so good, and I was missing enjoying ghee. And after coming here, from last 5, 6 days, I am eating Karl Farber's brain, hey, get me more ghee, get me more ghee, get me more ghee. See, I don't want to eat rice. I just want to pour ghee in it. Means I am eating rice just for the sake of ghee only. These are the two very, one more thing. I don't know that I was having some incompletions with my father. Means incompletions are just too immaterial for me before this. But after coming here, when Swamiji said you are having incompletion with your father, literally I could discover that I was having some incompletions with my father. And now I think first time I could feel for my father, that feeling for my father, you know. That is one of the another achievement for me. These are all the plus points for me in IE. Thank you.
So often, once we've experienced Swamiji's blessings and attended a program like Inner Awakening, we'll find that everyone we meet asks what actually happened there. What is Inner Awakening? What did you experience? And if any one of us answers that question for somebody, they're only seeing one very small snippet of what Inner Awakening can do. You know, if somebody asks one person, what was Inner Awakening? They might say, my eyes were healed and I felt bliss during the processes. Another person might say, I reestablished a relationship with a family member through completion who I never thought I would see again. Another person might say, this program cured me of diabetes and now I can eat my favorite sweets once again without worry. Another person might say, now I know Mahadeva not only exists, but he's here, and I get to be one of the people who knows him personally. For each of us, we have our own unique connection, our own unique experience of Inner Awakening. But the great thing about this Glimpses is that we all get to see a taste of what each other has, of what each one has here. So when you go back home and when people are asking you, what is Inner Awakening? What do you experience there? Who is Swamiji? What did you get out of this? Don't forget when you're sharing your own experiences to also introduce the experiences that were expressed here by other members of our Sangha. So thank you all for sharing, and thank you all for being here. It's been a pleasure seeing all of you in the crowd and chatting with all of you side stage. And I look forward to hearing more of your experiences throughout the day. The program is definitely not over yet. Day 21 is like 5 days in one. And you'll find that even once you've gone, even once you've stepped outside of this beautiful Adinam, the connection that you've established is going to create such a beautiful lifetime full of miracles. Do stay in touch and keep us posted on what those are. Thank you once again. Nityanandam.